Hello, welcome everybody to today's seminar. It's 10:30, so I think we can already start. I see that we have a couple of attendees already. Maybe someone else will join us soon, but I think that it's a good time to start. I hope that you are hearing me well. In case anything's going wrong, please let me know. And I would also be very thankful if you could confirm that you are hearing me well and seeing my screen. So we will start in very soon. Okay, so I have a confirmation that everything is running well. So I think that we can start. My name is Tomasz Szramke. I'm a part of a pre-sales team in FAMOC, and I will be conducting today's webinar about the changes and new features in the FAMOC Manage 5.6. So let me start with the quick agenda of today's webinar. What's new in FAMOC 5.6? We have a couple of new features. First of all, some addition to security restrictions, upgrade of E-FOTA solution. We also made some improvements in app management system. There is a new possibility of a device repairs cycle. Also, a new view of devices log, and of course, support for new devices and systems. So all of that is included in a new version of FAMOC. New security restriction that was kind of requested by one of our customers, and we introduced that in that version. The possibility to block incoming calls and text messages. There is a possibility to set up the device to block incoming calls, and we have 4 possibilities with that feature. First possibility, of course, and this is a kind of a default possibility to not block incoming calls and incoming messages, but there is also a possibility to set the value to block all incoming calls, block certain incoming calls based on a number. You can provide a number or numbers separated by a semicolon, and these numbers will be blocked. And there is also a possibility to block according to a pattern. You can provide a pattern of blocked numbers. The pattern is based on regex, which means that you can provide a set of symbols. For example, all the numbers starting with specific numbers. For example, some paid numbers or something like that. Some spam numbers. You can provide that scheme of a number, and these numbers will be blocked, and it will be not possible to call or send messages from that number to a device. Right now, this option is available only for Samsung devices because Samsung API is allowing such a feature. At the moment, I cannot tell if this will be possible for any other manufacturers, any other devices. So right now, it is possible only for Samsung devices, and you can find that that feature, that option in network restrictions in security options of our policy. Another new thing is another improvement in safety net validation. We introduced safety net validation in FAMOC Manage 5.4, and right now we made another improvement of that feature. Before you could you were able to set safety net attestation at the enrollment process, and during the enrollment process the device was validated according to safety net restrictions, which means that you could block enrollment of a rooted device that you were using custom ROM or emulated device. And in case of detection of such case, the enrollment would be paused. Right now, you can set up safety net attestation in a kind of a schedule, and in that schedule, you can set to check the device hourly, every 6 hours, once a day, once a week, or once a month. So every time the device would be validated, and in case something wrong is detected with the device, it will be alerted. The IT admin will be alerted, and he will receive information that there is something wrong with the device, and it will be he would have a possibility to react to that alert. We also made an improvement in Samsung E-FOTA solution. It was upgraded to version 2, and right now we have a possibility to update software only on a specific device. There is also a possibility to set up a schedule window, which means that the update will be performed in a specific period of time. For example, Friday evening or weekends, something like that, with the possibility for a user to postpone the update, and he will be able to postpone the update until the end of a window. When the window is scheduled window is ending, the update will be automatically enforced. So he can postpone that, but until sometime specified by IT admin. Also, the E-FOTA settings will be available right now only in the new user interface. In the advanced user interface, E-FOTA tab will be removed, and from now on you can configure and set up E-FOTA in the new FAMOC Manage graphic interface in the settings tab. We also changed a little bit the management of the applications. So before you could have separate corp stores, and right now there will be only one corporate store for applications. But there is a possibility to assign applications for a specific selected device groups or user groups, and each user will have access to the same corporate store, but based on the user group and based on the device group, he might have access to different applications. So you can upload APK files or add files from applications from a Google Play Store, and assign them to specific groups. and then when the user connects to the corporate store, he will see only the applications that were allowed to his group or his device group. Right now, we also have support for a new version of iOS, iPadOS, and tvOS 13.4. And with that support, there is also a little new feature in the application restrictions in a policy, because from now on the TLS encryption is not supported in a Safari browser. It is required to use TLS 1.2 or 1.3 encryption, but using this feature, you can allow the use of TLS 1 or TLS 1.1 in a Safari browser. So yeah, this option is available for iOS systems and macOS systems to use that kind of encryption. Another new feature is included in Repairs tab. Repairs tab can be accessed through the device details page in an advanced user interface. And in that tab, you can set up a specific status of a device. You can set up, for example, that the device is in a repair pool, or it have been returned to the vendor, or it's broken, or it is an active device owned by the customer. This is like a default status. Based on that, this improvement might be useful to to manage the inventory of the device. You can see that the devices that are in the repairs, like in this service. So it is right now repaired, and the status will be automatically updated when you change it. Or you can also set up a repair for the device, and it will automatically change its status to a device in the repair pool. So yeah, we think that it might help you manage and control the inventory, and yeah, have a better insight in the status of the devices that your company, your organization is using. Similar feature was added for SIM cards. You can set up a status of a SIM card, which means that you can set an active SIM card or deactivated SIM card, which is no longer used, or a paused SIM card that might be able to be reactivated, or a SIM card that is kind of active but not assigned to a device. So yeah, you can set these statuses for SIM cards, which I think might be also a useful tool to manage SIM cards in your organization. Another feature is located in the Devices tab under the sub-tab of Logs. In this sub-tab, you will see the new view of the logs with the graphic view of status. Of course, green means that the status the operation was performed successfully. Yellow means that it is still processed, and red, of course, means that there was an error and something went wrong with this operation. Of course, there is a possibility to see to show child operations in a form of a tree. When there is a operation that have several child operations, you can click on it, and it will be displayed in a form of tree. All of the child operations included in that operation. Of course, this table can be customized, and you can add or remove some columns, and you will see you will see the details that are important for you. And there is also a possibility to export entries, export logs in a form of CSV file. So yeah, you can download it in a form of that file. And to finish it all, we of course added support for some new devices. As you can see on that list, a lot of new Samsung devices, the latest Huawei P40 also, and some other devices, also the new Sony Xperia. So those devices are fully supported right now in FAMOC. So yeah, you can use them with FAMOC without any problems. Thank you very much for your attendance. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope that I cleared these new features for you, and gave you a look to a new features in FAMOC Manage 5.6. I wish you a good day and a pleasant weekend. I hope that everything's well, and I hope to hear you again with the new version, with the next webinar for FAMOC Manage 5.7. Thank you again for your attention. Have a good day, and hear you again soon. Thank you very much.